I bet you didn't know this. Fruits and vegetables travel from farms to packing facilities. They can come into contact with various surfaces and potentially pick up bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella. I'm on a mission to fight health misinformation and expose the BS peddled by brands and influencers. To keep the produce looking fresh, many grocery stores use misters. These misters can also be a breeding ground for bacteria if they're not properly maintained. Stay tuned to find out what's really on our produce and how easy it is to protect yourself. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, I am Gary B, the other Gary B, and I gave up a lucrative career in film and TV and digital media to focus on my own health journey and my own health struggles. Along the way, I've worked with some of the biggest names in longevity and wellness. And as a marketing advisor, I am now focused on helping others like you avoid the pitfalls of wellness misinformation and misleading marketing tactics. I'm an expert. I've partnered with doctors and researchers and experts to find the best of the best products and the best protocols for holistic health. We're all focused on lowering our environmental toxic loads and increasing our own health span. We evaluate and test for purity and efficacy and created a safe marketplace for you to shop with confidence. Today, we're going to do a deep dive into a topic that affects every single one of us. It's the safety of our fruit and vegetables that we eat every single day. We often assume that our produce is clean and healthy, but the reality is it's a little bit more complex. There's pesticides, bacteria, and other potential contaminants all working on the surface of these food items. And in this video, we're going to explore the dangers of pesticide residue and other common contaminants. I'm on a mission to fight the BS peddled by brands and influencers. I've spent way too much money on products and protocols that did nothing and potentially could have caused some harm for me, and I want to help you avoid those things. All right, let's get into it. Pesticides are used to protect crops and insects, weeds, and fungi, and while they serve a purpose in agriculture, many can have a negative impact on our human health. Exposure to pesticide residue has been linked to a large range of health issues, from organophosphate pesticides, herbicides, fungicides. Even at low levels, they've been associated with neurological effects, especially in our children. I'm going to show you 3 studies right here that are all examining the effects of pesticides on our health. Another concern is the potential link between pesticide exposure and certain types of cancer. The International Agency for Research on Cancer has classified some pesticides as probable or possible carcinogens. You can also see that citation here. It's important to note that the level of risk depends on the specific pesticides, the amount of the exposure, and the individual susceptibility. Beyond pesticides, our produce can harbor other unwanted guests. Think about it. Fruits, vegetables, they travel a long way from farms to packing facilities. They get on trucks and they're finally going to arrive at your grocery store. Along the way, they come into contact with various surfaces and potentially they pick up bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella. This bacteria can cause food poisoning and indeed to actual serious illness. Furthermore, simply handling produce in the grocery store can leave behind germs. And to keep the produce looking fresh, many grocery stores use misters. I bet you didn't know this, but while these can make the fruits and vegetables appear more appealing, these misters can also be breeding grounds for bacteria if they're not properly maintained. On one hand, adding 𝗖𝗛𝗄𝐻 or chlorine is good for killing bacteria, but I'd like to know what's in the sprays that they're spraying the fruit with. One company called Produce Max is in many stores. It uses an antimicrobial chemical spray not just in the misters, but also in the cut fruit. I did some digging, and Produce Max is made by a company called Chemstar, which also makes floor and drain cleaners. The key ingredient in their product is HOCl, which is hypochlorous acid. But if you look very carefully at their ingredients, which you have to dig deep on their website, you'll notice that they also added inorganic salt. And when you add salt to HOCl, it will actually make hypochlorite acid, which is actually a form of bleach. Yeah. If you look carefully at the label, they're also calling this product a pesticide. This is all used on organic produce at companies like Sprouts and other stores. Look at this caution label right here. If this doesn't scare you, I don't know what will. Yes, we want our fruits and veggies to be bacteria-free, but they should disclose this. And one more reason why you need to wash your fruit at home. The main reason this product is used is to prevent spoilage and extend shelf life. Yet another lie the grocery stores aren't telling you. I'm going to make a video about the marketing hype around use by dates and expiration dates, and if you want to see that, let me know in the comments. FYI, this spray is also used in cut fruit, as I mentioned earlier, and another reason why I don't ever buy cut fruit in the grocery store. You need to demand from your local store to ask them what's in the sprayers they're using on their fruits and veggies. Ask your store if they're actually adding anything into the water. And as someone who suffers from an environmentally acquired illness, I'm concerned about the potential long-term effects of these chemicals, and it brings us to the crucial step of washing our produce. We're going to go into the kitchen today and we're going to learn more about easy ways you can wash your fruits and veggies. Spoiler alert, even just plain water can significantly reduce the amount of pesticide residue and bacteria and dirt on the surface of our fruits and veggies. It's not a perfect solution, so now you're thinking twice about that seemingly innocent apple I told you about earlier? I hope so. In the next part of this video, we're going to delve into the best ways to wash your fruits and veggies to minimize your exposure to these harmful substances. We'll also discuss the strategies for choosing safer produce. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss part 2 of this video. Stay tuned for more information on how to keep yourself and your family safe.